What's up guys, Csaba here, and I'm back with another proven sales letter breakdown video. Today we're taking a look at a cool piece from Jim Rutz, a legendary Boardroom copywriter. He was one of the original Mount Rushmore copywriters, along with Gary Bencivenga and Eugene Schwartz and a couple of others, according to Brian Kurtz. A guy who knew all these copywriters and pulled them in together. But I like this promo because it has such a nice hook. The big headline here is that, what will you do with your $12,000 tax cut this year? And I like it because it flips the script. It doesn't ask you, hey, do you want to save money with your taxes? It doesn't ask you, hey, how you can optimize your taxes or something like that. It says, what will you do with this year? So it's specific because it has 12,000. It's specific because it says this year. It also assumes instant gratification because this year. So basically, this gets people thinking about making an extra $12,000 this year, basically. So it's really something powerful, and it, instead of making them think that, hey, should I do something with it, or should I just not even think about something like this, it actually makes people wonder whether, like, would this apply to them or not, or like, I can do this, I can do that, maybe I can buy a new car, maybe I can renovate my kitchen, something like that. Okay, so that's why it's super powerful. And then we have a really nice caricature here, which is Uncle Sam shaking down the average guy for his money. And this is really important because ultimately what you want to do as a direct response copywriter is to really validate the pre-existing fears and pains and beliefs and desires that our target audience has. You don't have to invent a bunch of new potential motivations that you want to put into people. No, you just tap into their already existing desires or fears. And it's quite funny. Sometimes I get comments on LinkedIn or something by people. I post a few proven headlines that have generated millions and even hundreds of millions of dollars. And some people say, I don't like that headline. It doesn't sound nice to me, or something like that. And I'm like, come on, man. I mean, you obviously have no idea about direct response copywriting, because good direct response copywriting or marketing, who cares what you or I think? Who cares whether I like this headline or not? It's all about whether it connected with the target audience, their pains, fears, hopes, and dreams. So it's not about what you or me or anyone else, for that matter, likes, personally. It's all about what the target audience, which our promotion is aimed at, likes. Okay? So most likely the target audience definitely connected with this little question, and because it's a question headline, it makes people think. I think my last proven sales letter breakdown was a promotion. I think it was the "Do you make these mistakes in English" promotion, and it's cool because it makes people wonder once again, oh, do I make those mistakes? Am I really good at English? Am I not really good? How do I compare to others? What are these mistakes? All these things are super powerful. But let's look inside. We have more for you free, see insights. So this is a little teaser text. And this is, by the way, a Megalog. So it was mailed as a magazine, and it's mostly content. So 80% of it is pure content and helpful tips for people, stuff like that. And the rest is basically the pitch, which is the aim of good advertisement, is to basically disguise your pitch as a good content piece, while also giving real value to people, because they don't necessarily want to read ads. They want to read stuff that interests them, and sometimes that's an ad. So I have the whole package here, courtesy of Brian Kurtz. This was actually a swipe file that's included in his Over Deliver book. And I definitely recommend you check out Over Deliver. It's like $16 or on Amazon or something. It's already like a 500-page book. And it also comes with a 300-page swipe file. What else do you want? It's crazy value. So go check out Brian's book, Brian Kurtz, Over Deliver. I'm not affiliated with him or something like that, but it's really I really want to pay respects to him as well. So after the main cover, we have try tax hotline free. So basically, this is kind of like an in-your-face type of direct lead. It says, try it now, free. What else do you want? Okay, so this is probably an insert, so it's not really a part of the main copy body itself. So this was just included separately with the main sales letter to basically remind people. And this is for hyper responsive people who don't really need to read our 20-page sales letter. They are ready immediately. They just want to try it for free. So this is the offer. This is for very, very warm audiences, the offer. 3 months, hundreds of tax saving ideas. Also free just for seeing how much money Tax Hotline can make for you. All these cool little bonuses. The 8 hottest tax slashing publications in print. Really cool. So this is basically the offer recap. And whenever you have a direct response promotion and when you're selling something in a funnel or something like that, you might want to include some references like this either on your sales page or separately, especially for hyper responsive people. And then a cool thing, which again we can draw a nice lesson from, is this little calculator. And you might say, what does a calculator have to do with this? Well, it's a bonus. It's yours free with your subscription. Bonus extra large keys for speed and precision. So think about it. With this bonus, people feel like they're getting really something, they're getting something physical that they can touch as well. And it's a great example on how to combine digital or info products with physical products in a package. Even if you just give them a calculator, even if you just give them a pen, even if you just give them a mug or something, or like this My Protein shaker or something like that, okay? You can give them anything, but it will definitely increase the perceived value of your offer. And that's what you want at the end of the day, for them to feel like, wow, this is something really, really valuable. And it's also like the fastest calculator you ever used. And I can show, I can bet you that this calculator, when it was referenced in the main sales letter, it also tried to future pace people, which means that probably Jim Rutz said something like, hey, so you're also going to get a bonus calculator, and as soon as you receive it, I want you to follow the 5 proven tips that you'll find in your free report and calculate how much you can save. And this is really smart. Again, it's been shown time and time again that whenever you can involve people in your target audience into the process of calculating how much money they can make or how much money they can save, it definitely helps conversions because they kind of get invested into the whole thing. So keep this in mind once again. If you can give some free anything, like it can be a gimmick or a toy or anything, a mug, it boosts conversions. So this is the official start of the sales letter, and I'm not going to read everything, obviously, because it's long, but I'm just going to read the first, this is the lead of the sales letter, the first few hundred words, to see how Jim Rutz actually hooks people emotionally, because that's your number one job as a copywriter, to hook people emotionally in the beginning of the sales letter, and then we'll see what's going on next, okay? So remember, the headline was, what will you do with your $12,000 tax cut this year? And then we continue. Will you donate an extra 30% to the IRS again this year? Really smart, right? Because you donate, it's in quotes, an extra 30%. So, and you have this little illustration here. It's protection money that you pay for the mafia or something like that. And Jim Rutz knew this, and he knew that his target audience, the people who this promotion is aimed at, definitely hate the IRS and Uncle Sam because of shaking down people for taxes. And he capitalized on it, and it definitely resonated with people. So did it connect emotionally? You bet it did. Then we have the subhead. Most people in your tax bracket do, but not you. But now you can donate your money to worthier causes, like yourself. This just builds a little bit of desire in people. And desire and curiosity. They want to learn more. They want to find out wow, okay, so is it even possible to skip donating 30% of my taxes to the IRS? Instead, I can spend it on me. Who is the person that most people like the most in this world? Well, it's themselves. So it's definitely really powerful. And then we have, as you can see, the salutation itself. Dear overtaxed taxpayer, it assumes that people are frustrated. Today, local, state, and federal taxes combine to take over 50% of your gross income. This is there to establish anger in people. And that is gross. You know, this is there to establish how I, as the voice of this promotion, basically, I can feel for you, dear reader, okay? We are in the same shoes. But the good news is Tax Hotline can help you find back the solution. Problem, agitation, solution. We estimate that our average reader saves around $12,000 every year by applying surprising, little-known techniques like these, all of which, by the way, you'll find in the special report that comes free when you agree to try Tax Hotline for 3 months. And then we have some little details regarding this. And these are fascinations. By the way, if you haven't heard about fascinations before, or if you're new to the channel, I made a bunch of videos about fascinations, including in this playlist. So I'm going to leave a link below this video in the description section where you can check out the entire Proven Sales Letter Breakdown series playlist with over 52 videos at this point, 53 if we also count this one. It's a crazy amount of value and copywriting knowledge. It's a library, to be honest. And I've talked about fascinations and the power of fascinations before. Make sure to check it out right now. So a few examples. Ignore the April 15 deadline with impunity. No feds at your door. No penalties to pay. No marks on your permanent record. By the way, if you still haven't watched those videos on fascinations, just know that fascinations are basically little bullets, little snippets of information which have a benefit part and have a curiosity part. So it builds desire and gives people benefits. It teases the benefits, but it also teases it in a way so that people actually become curious to find out how. And as you can see, page 3, page 7, these are there to get people to read more and more of this promotion, because the more and more they read, the higher the chance that they'll convert into paying customers. So these are fascinations, really, really important in good copywriting. And then as you'll see, to the left column here, or in one column, we're going to have tips and real world value that people can get when they optimize their taxes, and also real world tips that they can actually use. They're actionable on how they can optimize their taxes. All free in this promotion. And then on the other column, we have a bunch of desire building fascinations that actually get people interested and curious about this whole thing. So another few fascination examples so that you see what we're talking about. Cut the tax on your mutual fund gains by simply keeping your records a little differently. Page 6. Reach out and touch someone else. Whom to call next when the IRS employee you've gotten isn't cooperative. So again, all pain points or all super relevant things related to our target audience. How some families are able to deduct their child's music lessons and the instrument. Page 4. So all things that, make like it's interesting. And on the other column, you see, let's see what Jim Rutz says actually. The easiest million you'll ever make. Let the IRS make you rich. While no one will ever mistake the Internal Revenue Service for Publishers Clearinghouse, the IRS can make you a millionaire. It works like this. We estimate that the average reader who applies to the techniques in Tax Hotline saves $12,000 every year. Investing that $12,000 every year at 10% would yield $100,000 after just 6.5 years, $250,000 after just 11 years, and $1 million after only 21 years. So this is there to build desire in people. They already start imagining it. They're future pacing their lives. They're imagining like how their lives are going to change, how they become millionaires just by saving on taxes. Because if you save money, you can put it in an index fund or something like that, and then you can make passive revenue with it. And then this continues. We have even more fascinations here, and in the other column, in this time, this is there to build desire. I think this is there to answer a common objection that a lot of people immediately have when it comes to taxes, because a lot of people think that, oh yeah, I'm interested in optimizing my taxes, but like, isn't this illegal? Won't I get in trouble? Like, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't do this. And then Jim Rutz like preemptively answers this objection by saying, tax cutting as American as apple pie. Nice metaphor, by the way. There's nothing wrong with doing everything you can to slice your taxes to the absolute minimum. Who says? Congressmen, judges, and the IRS itself. So he provides you with a lot of proof to show that it's okay to optimize your taxes. You're not committing fraud. And if you do it the right way, which obviously the product is going to show, then you can save a lot of money while actually doing it 100% legally. And I've seen this type of language before in other tax-related promotions as well. For example, Paris Lampropoulos, one of the newer generation Boardroom copywriters, who I've also broken down before, go check it out if you're interested in that, wrote a cool little tax letter that many cases referenced how, this is 100% legal, okay? So always make sure to preemptively answer the most common objections that your target audience has, okay? Because it's really important. And you have some proof here from like congressmen and like members of committees and stuff like that. So then we have another round of fascinations, and then we have, please pass the pork. Your tax dollars at work just in case you have any qualms about paying less. So like, where actually your taxes end up. And once again, this is really powerful because it establishes the so-called us versus them factor. Now think about our target audience for a minute. They are probably conservative, older people who are most people who want to optimize their taxes. Either like higher people in higher positions who are like middle-aged, or older people who have various investments, various savings, and they want to like optimize their taxes as well. And if you tell them something like, and they already hate big government, they hate big pharma, they hate big business, they hate bureaucrats, they hate the IRS, they hate liberals. I'm not saying, I agree with these or not, but like this is the target audience beliefs. This is what they believe. And if you're a professional direct response copywriter and you are tasked to write a promotion like this, you cannot really bring your own personal beliefs into this, okay? You have to appeal to the target audience's emotions. That's it. If you don't like it, like maybe you should be something else in a copywriter. But if you tell these people something like Pentagon Follies, $435 each for claw hammers, $7,622 each for 10 cup coffee makers, and $1,868.15 each for spare toilet seat covers. So this pisses people off. And that's what Jim Rutz was going for, to piss people off, to make them feel like, yes, the IRS is screwing me. I knew it all along. I'm pissed, and I do want to optimize my taxes because I'm gonna stick it to them. I'm not gonna like contribute my money, 30% or 50% of my money to pay for bullshit like this. No way. So that's what you want. And then, it continues with more bullets and everything. We have a little, I'm guessing it's a USP, a unique selling proposition, by introducing more the concept of Tax Hotline, which is the newsletter that this promotion is pitching. And as with all these types of offers, it's way better to hype up the bonuses, which are free. You get this and that and all these little cool bonuses. And then at the end, we mentioned that, you get all these for free if you, or like more like when you subscribe to our paid newsletter, which is Tax Hotline. And then we get more information about it. It's like Tax Hotline is about more than taxes. It's about gaining hundreds of thousands of dollars throughout your entire life, so you can live life the way you'd like to live it and as you deserve to live it. So this is kind of like a little USP. And then we also have an image of a granddad. You see, this is the target audience, and he has his like granddaughter and they are fishing together, and that's what people want. They don't necessarily want to make money just so that they make more money, but they want to make money so that they can give their family members new experiences, so that they pay for them, support them, I don't know, live healthier, longer lives, okay? That's what they want. And as you can see, all throughout, every single page basically talks about one of these bonuses. It's like how to say no to the IRS. This is a big pain point that people have, and then all these bullets talk about this specific bonus, which you get for free when you subscribe to the paid newsletter, or like tax loopholes, and then all the fascinations are about tax loopholes. Or this one, best business tax strategies. So this is specifically for people who are businessmen, and then all the fascinations talk about business related stuff. It's like 3 ways to get around the more stringent home office requirements, relevant for people. A better way to say goodbye. Give your employees their severance pay in this form, and neither of you will have to pay taxes on it. Page 9. Really cool, right? And it's, once again, it shows you who the target audience for this is. It's people who, like businessmen who want to retire or something. Someone like this guy. A good thing gets even better. Surprising new ways to use your IRA. Page 6. Keeping cash in a safe deposit box buys you trouble, unless you take this simple precaution. Page 6. Help your accountant help you. Once again, this is probably one of the biggest pain points, because a lot of people may feel like, I have an accountant already, so they should know this stuff, right? Like, why should I care about this? And then this just talks about how, you can get even more out of your accountant if you give them tax hotline, because like these are up-to-date, super actionable tips that they can use for you to save you money immediately. That's what people want. Tax slashing, investment angels. So once again, regarding angel investments, all types of tips. Prosperous retirement. This is for people who want to retire. Once again, why do we talk about this? Because the research has shown that the target audience for this are people who are interested in retiring. Want to pay taxes, less in taxes? Lessons from GE and Wall Street and Warnaco. So we have some little case studies as well. Then we have audit proof. Again, a big pain point that people have, especially businessmen who have like, companies. They're always afraid of audits. We have fascinations here that relate to that. For example, like mutual wills can be mutually destructive. Check out this very attractive alternative. Or selling your business, here's how to keep Uncle Sam from grabbing half of your profits. Like, we're talking about Americans here most likely. The sense of ownership, the sense of freedom and individuality is very, very strong in them. And they're very receptive to this type of messaging. It's like, hell no, I don't want to share my money unwillingly, half of it with the IRS. Hell no, I want to fight for it. And those are the emotions that you want to rile up as a copywriter, once again. And then we have some proof elements as well. So a bunch of credible people who are editing this newsletter. This is like, think about this. This promotion opens up like this. So page 8 is the left side, and page 9 here is the right side. So that's why, there's probably this little discrepancy here. But this is proof that guys or girls or people who are editing this newsletter know what they're talking about, okay? And this is there to like convey authority in them. They're leading a less taxing life. This is there to build more desire inside the reader, okay? Because we get a glimpse into the lives of people who have already bought this, which also serves as proof, okay? So check this out. Whoever heard of people excited about a tax publication? Readers of Tax Hotline, those who. Tax Hotline has given me tips and details, and I can't get anywhere else. Very unique and useful tax letter. This is testimonial. So this is there for proof. Or the other one, great tax information. I saved $8,000 by passing information obtained from Tax Hotline to my CPA. So once again, we have specifics. This is proof, but this also builds desire in people. And then it also references the CPA. So just here, I think it was like, hey, help your accountant, help you. So it's like it answers a big objection that people have. And then we have even more testimonials here, which act as proof, but we have even more desire building bullets and fascinations to the right, which kind of make a promise and that build curiosity and desire in people. Proof, desire, that's what you want. You want to alternate between them. If you like overdo one of the other, then it's not really that good. And then here, we get a little info that you're also getting this blazingly fast desktop calculator for free when you subscribe. Notice how not if you subscribe, but when you subscribe, which assumes that people will subscribe. So it's just a subtle little advanced persuasion psychology thing. This is one of the big benefits as well. One of the most important reasons people subscribe to Tax Hotline is so they can sleep better at night. Once again, think about it. A lot of rich people are afraid that, there's going to come a day when the IRS knocks on their door and they find out that they have some type of, liability to the IRS or something like that. It's not fun at all. No, we don't include a tranquilizer with each issue, but you will rest easier knowing you have the advice you need to cut your taxes to the bone and stay 100% within the law at all times. So yeah, we have more information, more fascinations. Notice it's all fascinations. It's all building desire and curiosity in people. And then the end, to close itself, says, if this is the kind of information you'd like to get on your hands, now you can. So this is a new opportunity. If you want to stop contributing thousands of dollars a year to the IRS and make $1 million difference in your net worth, now you can. Empowering little paragraph there. And if you want to get the best, most up-to-date tax help from America's leading tax experts, now you can. So this is like Obama saying, yes, we can, yes, we can, yes, we can. All you need to do is send back the free trial certificate. So note it doesn't say order form. It says free trial certificate. You see here. Use the enclosed postage paid envelope. You'll get a running start on saving big money on your taxes this year. Instant gratification. There you have the promise for instant gratification. We'll rush you all 8 of the special reports you see pictures. We'll start your trial subscription immediately. And if you decide to continue, you'll also receive free or excellent, easy-to-use calculator. So it's like a fast action type of bonus. All you have to do is figure out what you're going to do with your extra tax savings this year and next year and next year. I know you'll think of something really nice, really professional. Martin Edelstein, of course, is the brand image, the name of Boardroom. Obviously, Jim Rutz wrote this as a copywriter, but Martin Edelstein is the go-to guy that the reader associates themselves with. He's really trusted. He has this likable personality, and apparently he was a great guy, to be honest. So I like this. It's not super aggressive at all, and it assumes that people will take Martin Edelstein up on his offer, because the end result is like, hey, decide now whether you get this or not. It's like, okay, so what will you do this year, next year, and the year after that? Wink. I know you'll think of something. Wink. It's really powerful. Then we have like a little insert as well, which says free trial guarantee. So there's obviously a money back guarantee to like act as risk reversal, because people really need it, and this raises conversions considerably. And then we have a little product showcase of what's included in the package. Okay, so like, what do you get? This is always important to like show how much cool stuff you're getting for free. So why not? And this is the free trial certificate. This is what people had to mail back in those days. And notice how it's already pre-written for the specific subscribers so that they don't have to put work in it. This, once again, raises conversions. This is like pre-filling their name and email address on modern day like checkout pages or something like that. Maybe you can't do that anymore, but on sales pages you can. And then we have another insert. Get 3 issues free. Act now to receive the latest angles and methods to create your $12,000 tax cut. Tax-free income, 25 kinds of IRS can't touch. We have another few cool little fascinations here, along with nice illustrations of like the IRS as an alligator who's trying to bite your leg off, the IRS as an executioner, and all the people in the government who are basically stealing your money and running away with it and getting rich because of you, like off your back. Obviously, people don't want that. So yeah, it's a really next level type of copywriting example. Jim Rutz was definitely one of the best copywriters ever, and it really shows everything is super packed emotionally, but there's also plenty of reason why people should actually get this, give this a shot. There's a bunch of desire building bullets here. There's a bunch of proof, credibility, curiosity, a lot of preemptive objection handlings. And that's what you all want to do when you want to persuade people to do something, when you want to sell them something or something like that. It's really powerful, and it works every single time. Well, not every single time, but the campaign itself works every single time when you put these proven strategies and tactics in practice with those campaigns. So yeah, that's it for this one. I hope you liked it. If you did, then please like this video right now, and also subscribe to the channel, especially if you're new, because I'm releasing these videos daily, and that way you'll be the first to know when I release a new one. And as you can see, these are like copywriting masterclasses in themselves. A lot of people charge a lot of money for an analysis like this, and now you can watch it on YouTube for free. And my mission is to create like the biggest direct response marketing ad library on YouTube, made up of videos like this that you can watch for free. So it's pretty cool. If you like it, then please like the video, share it with others as well, other like-minded people who want to learn more about copywriting. And yeah, just follow me on YouTube, and you'll no doubt learn a lot about copywriting. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it, and see you in the next one.